Hello there people, this is Bruce Be Cool or Nintendo here, and I am back with another deck on Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D's Decade Duels for the Xbox 360. Now, this one is a bit of a touchy subject. Personally, I don't like Gladiator Beasts because they are, well, pretty beastly. I mean, you can't really go wrong with them, and very rarely would you lose with them. Unless you've got counters for them, obviously. But yeah, this was requested quite a while back. I've forgotten by who, unfortunately, but this is a shout out to you regardless. So yeah, Gladiator Beast Deck. I'll go through the usual bits like monsters, spells, traps, and we'll go from there. You know the usual. So first and foremost, one Gladiator Beast Bestiari. You cannot run a Gladiator Beast deck without it. Okay, this is why it's restricted to one. If it's special summoned by a Gladiator Beast effect, then you destroy any spell or trap card on the field. And even better, that then fuses to make Gladiator Beast Gyzarus, which I'll introduce you to a little later on. But yeah, you must have this in the deck. I've got two Gladiator Beast Darius. Its lovely little effect is when it's special summoned with the Gladiator Beast way, you can special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your graveyard, which is pretty awesome. You do have to watch out though, because if someone then destroys Darius, then anything special summoned by its effect is also destroyed. So yeah, be on the lookout there. But yeah, not bad, 1700 attacker, and yeah, two of them. Two Gladiator Beast Equeste, I think that's how you pronounce it anyway. So once that is special summoned in the Gladiator Beast way, you can add one Gladiator Beast card monster from the graveyard to your hand. Can be very, very handy depending on what you've got in your hand, whether there's test tigers, etc, etc. I would usually like to lead out with it and then special summon a different monster, but you know, you can make your decision from there. I'll run two of those anyway. One Hoplomus. To be honest with you, there isn't really a need for this card. It's nice to have the defense sometimes, or again if you want to lead out with it, if you can get away with it or trick an opponent, then yeah, beautiful, and then special summon into something else. Three Laquaris, have to have three really. This is the main beat stick. When it's special summoned with the GB way, I'm going to shorten it down to now, then you gain 300 attack, so that'll make you 2100. Can pretty much run over anything normally. And you'll need that to get into to fuse to Gladiator Beast Heraklinos, which is beastly. That's your main goal, to get Heraklinos, and I'll explain the effects a bit later. But yep, three of those. Two Murmillo, when it's special summon the GB way, destroy a face-up monster. So be careful, don't think you can knock out a face-down monster or you know, try and get field advantage because something's face down, because you can't. And if you do that, then Murmillo will have to either destroy itself or one of your lovely monsters. So be careful with him. What you can usually do is special summon him with Test Tiger, and you know, you pull off its effect. Then you attack, and then you can pull out something with higher attack, if that makes sense. But yeah, anyway, two of those. Three Samnite. You're going to need those for Rescue Cat, or just for a nice effect in general. Basically, if it's special summon the GB way, then when you destroy a monster by battle, I've forgotten the rest actually, you can add one Gladiator Beast card from your deck to your hand. The effect's not so great because you're going to be chopping and changing anyway, but sometimes it's nice to have that draw power there anyway. So yep, three of those. And one Secutor, or Secutor, I can't really read. I only run one because I've only got one, essentially, but I would say you can run either two or one of them. The effect is absolutely godly for Gladiator Beasts. So when it's special summon the GB way, and it either withstands an attack or attacks something and survives, then you can special summon two Gladiator Beasts, just like that. And unlike the other Gladiator Beasts, this effect is continuous, so if it survives another attack, then yeah, you just keep summoning till you fill up the field. Absolutely amazing. And that's why it's 4 stars and has such rubbish attack. So yep, you're going to want to save that with Waboku and whatnot. We have two Rescue Cats. Very, very devastating in a Gladiator Beast deck. Basically, you summon it, tribute it, and you special summon two level 3 beast monsters. And what you're going to usually get is Samnite and a Test Tiger. and then, well, switch into whatever you want basically. And for those of you that don't know, Test Tiger can be special summoned from your hand as long as there's a Gladiator Beast monster on the field, but its main effect is tribute it, and you can send one of your Gladiator Beasts from the field to the deck to then special summon out anything, essentially. Any Gladiator Beast, that is. So yeah, Rescue Cat, so awesome, cool looking design as well. I mean, come on, how can you argue with that? But yeah, absolutely deadly, and that's why that's banned in today's format. And as for Test Tigers, we've got 3 of those. I usually like to hang on to one in my hand if it's there, just in case I get desperate and need to quickly search out a Murmillo or something like that anyway. But yeah, 3 of those. Now, something you probably notice, a lot of other decks play with, what's it called, Elemental Hero Prisma. You can do that, there's no harm in that whatsoever. But I just think this is okay the way it is, you know. You can search out whatever you want. Whatever monsters do go to the graveyard, you get out with Darius anyway. Yeah, I don't see a need for Prisma, to be honest with you. So, moving on to spells. We have 1 Book of Moon, Brain Control, 2 Cold Waves. I think 3 to start with is excessive, but there is another one in the side deck. Fissure, Giant Trunade, Gladiator Proving Ground, add 1 level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your hand, which is practically anything. Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn, and Smashing Ground. So pretty basic spells there, the only real difference is the Proving Ground. And then Traps, again 2 of these to start with, but there is a 3rd in the side deck. War Chariot, so activate only if you control a Gladiator Beast monster, negate the activation of an effect monster's effect and destroy it. And the beautiful thing with this card is, unlike Raigeki Break or anything along those lines, that you're just trading off 1 for 1. And this card can go well against any sort of deck. So you've got Monarchs, Burns, anything really. Absolutely amazing card. 1 Mirror Force. There isn't any Dimensional Prisons here or Sakuretsu Armors. I've only got the 1 True Destruction when an opponent attacks. Because remember, you're going to want people to attack you for you to then, you know, summon out your other monsters basically. So you've got things like Waboku there to help you. So yeah, that's the reasoning behind that. 3 Solemn Judgments, goes without saying. Torrential Tribute, because you never know. And 2 Wabokus. No harm in playing 3, but I've got 2 to start with. And that is the deck in a nutshell. Extra deck. So straight off the bat, you've got to have 3 Gyzarus and 3 Heraklinos. The Gyzarus, so you've got to use Bestiari when it's on the field, and another Gladiator Beast monster. They go to the deck, they're not fused or anything like that. And once this hits the field, you can destroy any 2 cards. Absolutely godly. And then when you attack with the monster as well, you can still, you know, send it back to the fusion, or sorry, extra deck, whatever. And special summon out 2 other Gladiator Beast monsters, as long as it's not Bestiari. So yeah, absolutely amazing card. And then the true king, Heraklinos. You have to have Laquari and 2 other Gladiator Beast monsters. And basically, when it's on the field, if your opponent plays a spell or a trap, you can simply discard discard a card just to negate that effect. It's got 3000 attack, absolutely amazing. Now, a few side notes I'll say with these cards is when they're in the graveyard, if they ever end up there, they can still be special summoned again by Gladiator Beast Darius. So do remember that. And that's quite a surprise that they allow you to get a 3000 attacker out on the field just from special summoning another monster, you know. The effect is negated with Darius, I did forget to mention that. But hey, a 3000 attacker monster, 2400 attacker. The 3000 monster can't go back into the deck to special summon out 3 other monsters, but you can with the Gyzarus. So yeah, absolutely amazing stuff there. The rest of the deck, extra deck, you know, it's the usual stuff really. 1 of each as opposed to duplicates because you're, you know, jammed up with these 6. And then the side deck now. So we'll start off here. So we've got a Plaguespreader Zombie, a Sangan, so you can search it. 2 other Book of Moons. The main, what's the word? The main threat to Gladiator Beast monsters is the Gladiator Beast Hunter, or GB Hunter I believe they call it, where basically you're not allowed to return anything to the deck, period. So if you can flip it face down, then great, and then you can special summon something else out to destroy it later. Remember, you can use Book of Moon in the battle phase as well, so everyone can attack GB Hunter while it's in defense mode. And before the battle phase ends, use Book of Moon on it, and then you can get the effect from all of your Gladiator Beasts. So yep, you want those Book of Moons. Lightning Vortex against Swarmers, MST, Nobleman or Crossout, because you've got your Book of Moons, and if you're up against a flip effect deck, then great. 2 Bottomless Trap Holes, only 1-dimensional Prison. Again, I'm a bit hazy about this, to be honest with you, because you don't really need it. Another War Chariot. Transmigration Prophecy, quite interesting and works occasionally, I'll say. You have to know when to add it into the deck, basically, and this could mess up your opponent if they rely on the graveyard, and it also helps you out if you want to get things like Bestiari back into your deck, basically. So yeah, that's not bad. And an extra Waboku. So there we have it. I think we've just about covered everything. I've already mentioned the downsides, GB Hunter, but not many people play that. And to be honest with you, if you're a beginner at the game and you've got a load of cards and you just don't know how to make a deck, you cannot go wrong with Gladiator Beast monsters. Almost any combination works as long as you're not being too ridiculous. And my advice to you there would be, other than Elemental Hero Prisma, just keep it with Gladiator Beasts. I wouldn't worry about Gauze, Dark Arm Dragon, etc, etc. You just don't need it. And also, I forgot to mention again, with Darius, because this is such an awesome card, I wonder why I only play 2 sometimes. But remember, when you special summon a monster from your graveyard, if it's Laquari or Bestiari, then you can still do a fusion, so remember that. I just thought I'd add that little bit in there. So that is about it really. Like I say, I don't like Gladiator Beasts. When playing them, they feel broken, although it is quite nice just to decimate an opponent. But yeah, they're way too powerful in this game. So, if you guys like what you see, or, well, even if you don't like Gladiator Beasts but you like the build, then, you know, give us a good thumbs up, leave us some comments. You know I love replying to you guys. And, yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys again soon. Take care.